Hello and welcome to American English for Indian English speakers. My name is Fort Suze and I'll be giving short, simple episodes showing you how to improve your American English accent and conversation. This is for people who not only want to speak English, but who want to get the American English accent down. Unlike the phonetic clarity of South Asian languages, there isn't much of a science to American English. We borrowed from Greek, we borrowed from Latin. We're kind of just this hodgepodge language thrown together. And we American English speakers have definitely strayed from the received pronunciation of our British English forebears. American English tends to take certain pronunciations as givens and don't really understand that there's a whole linguistic science behind it. So learning these rules can be difficult, but you can do it, so let's get to it. The first thing that will almost always give away your South Asian accent is the retroflexed consonant. We only have one D and one T as opposed to your 4 Ds and 4 Ts. And our T and D are different from every single one of yours. The temptation for Indians is to use the tomato D or the damru D, but these are instant giveaways. We never say that. It would be better to use the aspirated dental ta or the non-aspirated dental duh. So for every time you see a D or a T in American English, just use those. It's still not identical, but it will be less of a giveaway. Here's what the tongue looks like when you say retroflex Ds and Ts. Here's what the tongue looks like when you say dental Ds and Ts. And here's what the tongue looks like when Americans say Ds and Ts. The tongue is not at a point, it's more flat. So it's more than just the tip, it's more than the tip. Okay, so we don't do that tip stuff. We overdo it because we're American. America! The second thing you can do to sound more American is to aspirate the following consonants every time you see them. T, P, K, C, and ch. There are exceptions to this rule, but we'll get onto those in a later episode. For now, just realize Americans don't think it's possible to pronounce these consonants without aspirating them. For instance, if you say bark, that's phonetically accurate. You're actually pronouncing that correctly. Americans will think you're saying bark. They don't know that there is a non-aspirated P. They hear it as B. That's what we hear. If you see the word park, even though it reads bark, don't say it like that. Say park. Just overdo the aspiration. Just throw an automatic H every time that you see T, P, K, C, throw an H after it. Overdo the aspiration. Again, we're Americans, that's what we do, overdo it. Americans also think that it's not possible to aspirate voiced consonants like ba, ga, da, and ja. So there's no ja, there's no da, there's no ba, and there's no ga. We don't think those things exist. So when we see gur, we're probably gonna say gur, 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 like a tiger, gur. So when you pronounce these consonants in American English, never aspirate them. This is less of a problem because we never throw an H after these when we write them out. So you probably wouldn't do this anyway, but just so that you know, Americans don't think it's possible to aspirate these things. Again, we don't know what we're talking about. One final thing that can help your pronunciation is to open your mouth more. This can probably seem a bit impolite, but we don't have any cultural taboos about tongue or teeth. Showing them is fine. I mean, there are some accents that are definitely exceptions to this rule in American English, but the generic American English accent tends to be more open than a lot of South Asian languages. We have a lot of open vowels, rounded vowels. We like to glide from vowels to vowels. We like to diphthong. It's not as bad as it sounds, it's just a linguistic term. So 4 things to remember before next episode. Number 1, no retroflex Ds and Ts, especially the Ts. Number 2, always aspirate T's, C's, K's, P's, and ch's. Number 3, do not aspirate B's, G's, D's, and J's. Number 4, open your mouth, don't hide behind your teeth. In fact, a few of these are so important, I plan on ending each episode with the following reminder. I'm Fort Suze, TheSurfingViolinist. Until next time, remember, mouth open, tongues forward, tomato, not tomato, potato, not potato. Cheerio.